As retools go, fans found Thrilling 30 Hoist a bit lacking. Outside of a head swap, Trailcutter's canopy was replaced with a dinky little towing hook, and not the whole apparatus of the G1 figure. In hindsight, one wonders if this was intentional, as it practically gave them leeway to revisit the character down the line. Enter the War for Cybertron trilogy. While Thrilling 30 Hoist was pulled from IDW's More Than Meets the Eye comics, Earthrise Hoist is based on the original toy and cartoon designs. As such, he turns into a boxy tow truck evocative of the classic Toyota Hilux, done in dark green, orange, with hints of silver, and nicely tamboed caution stripes. Unlike Siege, only a select few Earthrise figures sport battle damage paint, and when it is present, it's usually a case of minor scuffing, like on Hoist's bonnet. The side windows, being partially made up of hinges, are solid black, while the windscreen and headlights are cast in translucent blue. This provides more colour, but to better match the side windows, they probably should have gone with a dark grey instead. Amongst other moulded details, you have the grille, what I'm guessing is a recoiled winch cable below, and a ton of greebling across the towing equipment, which nicely segues into the main feature. Stored in the bed is a deployable towing platform that actually has its own little rolling wheel. In place of a hook is a type of snap-on hinge connector, which ties into the main play pattern of Earthrise, the airlock system. In short, various platforms and ramps can connect with each other to create action scenes, or bases if you own any of the line's Battlemasters and Modulators, which I don't. Yet. Hoist's sole accessory is his arm cannon, which in vehicle mode can store in the bed, on either side near the back, or even the rear pair of hubcaps. Considering how gappy it is under the bonnet, it'd have been cool if they'd have worked in storage there somehow. Despite Trailbreaker and Hoist sharing a mold in the original toy line, their Sumbo cartoon models differ in that Trailbreaker is taller and somewhat slimmer, while Hoist is as short and stout as the G1 figure. The Earthrise mold opts for a middle ground, though it still bears the giant flat pot belly. Hoist's robot mode adds white to the colour scheme, along with some light battle damage paint on his arms. Character attributes include the small orange wings on his back, the mouth-plated head, coloured closer to the cartoon, and behind that, his full spectrum multi-sensor, which you can deploy in truck mode as roof lights, though I usually don't. This mode reveals extra 5mm ports on his arms and the soles of his feet, for various armament, or weaponizer, modulator, and fossilizer combinations. Effects parts can plug onto the 3mm posts on his shoulders, or within the arm cannon's nozzle. And in keeping with Hoist's classic design, the cannon, when handheld, creates the illusion of replacing the fist itself. For articulation, the head is on a ball joint, the arms can swivel both in and out, and back and forth at the shoulders, albeit at two different joints. You also have swivels midway through the upper arms and wrists, and the elbows hinge over 90 degrees. The hips are universal, with swivels just below. His knees bend 90 degrees, though you can cheat a bit with the transformation hinges. Lastly, the ankles hinge sideways. Pretty good, but there are a couple caveats. First, the waist would be able to rotate, if not for the apparatus plugged in at the back. Second, I wish these panels hanging behind his arms could fall behind to clean things up. Granted, this is accurate, and they're not really intrusive, but since they're attached to and move along with the shoulders, in certain poses it just looks kind of awkward and stupid. Much like Siege Red Alert, Earthrise Hoist doesn't wow me. He's just a solid figure that does what he needs to, and very well at that, barring some minor kibble management. Plus, if you're partial to the Autobot Medic's original design, you'll likely prefer this over Thrilling 30 Hoist. Throw in some combat and airlock compatibility and he gets, well, not a Rodimus star, but a gold medal should suffice. Next time I'm reviewing the original Beast Wars Tarantulas, who I probably should have done right after Osterus, if you get the reference.